do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket. From old age, somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown, touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now Jones, off play action. They'll find Miller. That's complete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Jones On 1st and 10. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Break. 51, Mike 51. Oh, you got deep? Go.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run here with Eckler. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
8 lead. Hey, high 7. 51 to Mike, boy. 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Now Joe Mixon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
60 outlaw. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
On first and 10, Jones. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Jones. It's complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lawrence. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run on first down. Swift, this carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
2nd and 3. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On the ready.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Ready.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Going up top for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come on.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And he's got Miller. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
61, matchbox, right. Go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and goal, Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, Chiefs.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Set, 30 base.
Throwing on first down. Jones. He completes it to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
18 Gator. 80 weapon. Ready.
On third down, Mixon. Yeah, he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Delta.
They're going to try and throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
951. Here we go. 51's the mic.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, nice move. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Hey, tight back.
Topper. Go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator. Watch the run, watch the run. Ready, ready!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Record.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Racine. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Don't be scared of it.
2nd and 6. Being chased out left to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And Lutz's kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what
I
happened.
think that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones airing it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Mike 51.
Stop your whining. 51's a Mike. 51.
Look at me. Zipper, Mike.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Down. 18 Gators.
Some got man.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Got it.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64. Weak.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now, a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Hey, Echo. 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Hey. 51 to Mike.
To throw again, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check up.
General West.
17. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Slam.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Now Eckler, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw. Jones. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Complete to number 18, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Falcons 34, Saints 27.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
45 the mic. I'm here all day. 45.
Back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
I got you.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Bravo. Protein spill.
45 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Hey.
45 to Mike. Hey, tight.
He's back to throw. A desperation throw deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over. 37. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Going on the ground with Eckler, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Austin Eckler with 3 seconds remaining as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. On first down, Mixon. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
X3, 218, chop.
Again, it's Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Come on, set. 60 or.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. The toss play to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 51. 61. Matchbox lights.
I got you, son. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Yep.
Kill. 51's the mic.
It's Eckler again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Set 50, plant. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Let's go now. It's 15 lining. 15 lining.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Atlanta,
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine, wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in 3s. Wins come in 2s. Cash comes in 1s. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her 1 foul just to tell her it's 1 now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But